What up, folks? This is our first attempt with a new booth, new camera setup, so I'm gonna give it a whirl. Appreciate you coming in. Let's get started. We're gonna do a Shad knockoff. Use a couple things: a textured stencil and a scale pattern. Got white, let's see, shade and gray, a little poison green, metallic gold, pearl white, and some mirrored steel. So we'll get started here. I've already got the bait white, so we're gonna lay down a scale pattern here with some pearl white. Hit it with a hair dryer real quick. Alright, we'll flip this bad boy over. Do the same thing. Try to hold the stencil tight with my fingers just to get some sharp lines. And this bait already has a scale kind of made into it, so we're just kind of building off of it. Get my brush washed out here. Alright. Next, we're going to do a little shade and gray golden. Really like the golden of a couple colors I do have. They spray good and look nice too. Alright, let me hit this with a hair dryer. Same scale stencil here, and our shade and gray. I'm going to do this one a little bit different than I typically do. I'm going to come down a little bit lower and go back with some mirrored steel over it to kind of mute it down. But we're just trying to build up a scale pattern, so see what we can come up with. I don't really want to blow out the bottom. I kind of want it to stay, you know, white. And I'm not spraying heavy. you can see it already, that little bit I just did, how it just helps build that that depth up. So we'll hit that with a hair dryer. Y'all forgive me, this is my first real attempt at trying to take the YouTube stuff serious, so if you got any suggestions or anything, I'm all ears. Do the same thing on this side. And I usually use a teal kind of blue for my Threadfin, but this guy, he requested a green, so we'll make that happen for him. But you can see there, just kind of the same deal. Just put some scales on it, and we're gonna lay some mirrored steel over that. I'm gonna need that shade and gray again, so we'll leave it in there. You can get this New Worlds, like I said, it's mirrored steel at Pretty Lures. They've got some awesome stuff, some good colors, new paints, new baits. They're always doing something new, so y'all check them out. Alright, same deal here. Just gonna lay this on there. Don't really want it to get on the same scale, so I'll offset it just a bit. And I'm just kind of going to just dust it a little bit, just to give it a little silver flash to it there. Alright, we'll flip it and do the same. Find our scales and kind of half them. Kind of dust it a little bit. And you see we're starting to get that get a little depth built up there. We'll hit that with a hair dryer. Then we're going to take some metallic gold. Take that back. We're actually going to use a custom gold shifter here. It's just a Eye Candy Ghost Gold Edition. It's the Ghost. Just mix it with some 4050, 4011. Put you some powder in there, and you can have your own color shift. Get my brush washed out here. Really like this stuff. It's pretty cool what you can do with it. Just try it out. You can get the little sample set for pretty cheap. So now I'm just going to same scale stencil, except this time is going to be my gold lateral line. So I'm just going to try to stay in these two lines and just kind of build up a little gold. You can see there, just gives it that gold sheen. Doesn't really blow it out and give it a like an opaque gold. So once we clear it and this thing is chopping through the water, and the light rays are hitting it, you'll be able to see it really good. So sometimes I even go back and just kind of freehand put a little bit in there, just dusting it. I'm not trying to cake it on there or nothing like that. So we'll hit it with a hair dryer again. Then we're going to flip it over and do the same thing. See that gold in there, even on the face. We'll even give him just a little dusting. So far we've done pearl white scales, we did shade and gray scales, we went back over and did some mirrored steel scale, and then the gold shift for our lateral line. We'll get this put in a clamp here, get some, well, let me slow down. We're actually going to texture up the side, give it that Shad look. So I'll just take this little textured stencil, and I've kind of figured out what works for me, what spot works, and it gives me, you know, kind of what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to lay it on here and just put in a little bit of detail. And you can also see where it kind of builds another line there, which breaks up that detail on the side. So, and I'll even run this all the way up down the gill and even across the eyeball, just to have everything symmetric. So now you can see there we got our Shad detail. Dry my stencil off here, and we'll hit it with a hair dryer. This will probably be a kind of a long video. This is what I would say an advanced scheme here, as you know, lots of layering and the colors are important. Of course, you can change them to your liking, but you know, the shade and gray and the New World steel, or mirrored steel, and the pearl white. It just takes time when you're doing a bait like this. So we're going to try to do quite a bit of these. See what all we can come up with. Some will probably be shorter, some will probably be a little bit longer, like this one, you know, for the advanced stuff. But I appreciate you stopping by and checking us out. Same thing, just putting some detail on the back here, and just trying to build it up. And then now we'll actually put this guy in a clamp. Like so. Get our candy poison green. And we're just going to build this up. I like to start on the top and just kind of work my way down. Like I said, I usually do blue, but he requested green, so that's what we'll do. And you can see how it kind of runs down the side, which is okay. And then I'm just gonna fill in here on the side. And you can see how the gold and the green are starting to blend together a little bit. Do this other side. And I'm not coming down too far, like just where the gold starts. That way we don't cover nothing up. Alright, so we got our green, we got our scaling. I'm actually going to take a little bit of some candy black and just kind of do a little detail work on the face, gill plate. So what I'll actually take this guy and I'll hold him just to kind of give him a little detail here. Because I'm going to end up filling all this in from the top up with black anyway. And I'm really just wanting to keep that black up top here. I don't want it to run down into my green. And this candy, you know, just be careful. You're spraying it straight out of the bottle. It'll get away from you. I'm just darkening the back up a little bit here. Connect our side there. And we'll also take this guy. We're going to darken our eye. Little gill detail and a shadow for the eye. Do the same thing over here, and I'm just using this Whitmore Farm stencil. I think it's just the texture. You can use whatever you'd like though. I'm not going heavy, I'm just you know, super light. I won't blow it out. And then we'll darken the eye here too. Like so. And then we will also get our little homemade kill dot stencil there. And we are going to hold this up on the bait. And put a kill dot on it. So far, so good. So we'll set this all over here. And we'll also take a little bit of that shade and gray and just kind of shoot our fin here just to give them a little just give it a little extra. Like so. And the last thing is going to be another shifter. It is a purple, and I will add that to the back. Get my brush cleaned out here. And I'm just going to spray some on the back here. Once again, I'm just kind of dusting it. That way when that water's hitting it and it's shimming through there, you kind of get a little hint. Like so. So just to run through it one more time, there's the bait. We did a white base. We did some pearl white scaling. We did some shade and gray scaling. We did some New Worlds mirrored steel, and then we also did a color shift ghost gold candy. After that, we went back and we threw some black candy black, or sorry, poison green over the top lightly, and then we went over it with candy black and added in our detail. and then we topped it off with some purple color shift ghost, and that's what we came up with. So, thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe. We'll do a lot more of this stuff and go from there. So catch you on the next one.